In Mishnah Avot, to return to the teachings of the rabbis, we hear about the history of this oral transmission in a beautiful text, this first chapter of Tractate Avot. Moses received the Torah from Sinai and delivered or handed down or passed it on, Masar, passed it down to Joshua. Joshua received it from Moses and handed it down to the elders. The elders received it from Joshua and handed it on to the prophets. The prophets received it from the elders and handed it down to the men of the great synagogue. You get this received and delivered kind of language. That, my friends, is exactly what we were hearing from Paul. I received from the Lord what I delivered to you. I praise you because you received what I delivered to you and have maintained the traditions in their integrity. The stuff that we're hearing about, the very language, the verbs that we're hearing are the same verbs that we get in the New Testament that we get in Josephus. What we're seeing now is that the rabbis are telling about their own story, their own history, the history of this handed down, transmitted by mouth, memorized by constant repetition, is this Torah Sheba'al Peh that comes from Moses on Sinai down through the generations until finally Shammai and Hillel pass that on to the people of Jesus' generation. The language is the same. It's a really neat thing that we have Josephus, because Josephus is telling us exactly what this Mishnah text is telling us. The Mishnah was written in Hebrew, though, and the New Testament was written in Greek. So how can we say that, yeah, what Jesus is talking about and what Paul is talking about, well, even though we can't prove it because of the language difference, Hebrew in the rabbinic text of the Mishnah and Greek in these texts that we get from the New Testament, thank goodness we have Josephus. Our friend Josephus, over the 21 centuries, he has preserved for us the fact that this paradosis, this authoritative oral material, is exactly what the Pharisees were transmitting orally. And this is exactly what we're getting in this Mishnah text. All of the stars align. All of these texts connect. Whether it's this Mishnah text, it's the Josephus text that we studied before, tracking right on into the New Testament text that we looked at. Basically, we have in Christianity, in early first century, first generation followers of Jesus, these people are maintaining the same practice of training disciples by oral transmission. And those disciples then become responsible for remembering accurately what is being taught to them by these authoritative people that we call apostles. And then they're supposed to conduct their everyday lives based on that authoritative oral teaching.